What's up, everybody? How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Today, we talk about brokers. So, we're going to compare us versus them. We're going to compare your average shitty brokerage over here that you've probably been signed up with for a while, believing life is great, with what we have to offer over here and why we're actually the best. So, let's start with leverage. Leverage, you have 1 to 500 leverage with most brokers, which is decent. We offer up to 1 to 1,000 leverage as well. Also, they lie about their spreads. We actually give you true raw spreads. A lot of brokerages will sit there and tell you get true raw spreads and all this bullshit. And if you are, they typically make it up with charging you more in commissions. We have the lowest true raw spreads and the lowest commissions on those true raw spread accounts. Other brokerages cannot say that. Not to mention, not in this list, we have some of the fastest execution times on your trades that the industry offers with 0.2 milliseconds execution times. So, also, they have deceitful commissions. So I've seen brokerages say, oh, $3.50 per lot, all this bullshit, but really it's round turn. So it's open and close of the trade. They're charging you $3.50. If you don't understand that, you need to understand that, which is why the lowest raw spread accounts is $7 per lot, which is what we offer, having true raw spreads. Also, trash trading platforms. They have trash trading platforms. Listen, this kind of ties in to driven by greedy affiliates because a lot of people out there are pushing brokerages that they themselves don't even like trading on. They're just doing it because they got 20K up front or 10K up front, or they're getting a crazy lot deal, or they're getting a crazy deposit deal, or all this bullshit, right? They're just pushing that brokerage because it's making them the most money, not because it's the best thing for you, the consumer, the client, the trader. So with that being said, they have trash trading platforms. We offer MT5 and Trade Locker. MT5 and Trade Locker are industry standards that are the best, known as the best. Not to mention, we're not just on Trade Locker, we're actually number one. Number one on fucking Trade Locker. If you go to their website, you go to tradelocker.com, look at their brokerage list, it'll say, boom, right there, we're number one. So, also, they're not number one on any trading platforms. Last time I checked, all these brokerages, they're not number one on any of these trading platforms. They're not listed as the very first number one brokerage recommended by Trade Locker. Don't see that. Also, no regulation, and they're not seeking any. Most of these brokerages are not regulated, nor seeking any regulation. We're actually seeking regulation right now through South Africa. So with that being said, stay tuned for that. We're getting regulated as well. So your money's safe, and it has been safe with all of my traders, all of my students, with myself, and many of other people I know, hundreds of people being with us for the last year. So with that said, me personally, it's been open for about 2.5 years now. Also, driven by greedy affiliates. So these brokerages, like I already mentioned, are driven by highly money-driven affiliates, right? If I wanted to take the money, I'd go to some other brokerage. I'm not going to name any names, but let's just say it's the ones that fit in these categories, or at least most of them, okay? Do your own due diligence, right? I've been offered tens of thousands of dollars up front to go be with these shit brokerages. I've been offered crazy lot size deals, all this bullshit, deposit bonus. So every time you deposit, I get paid, all this bullshit, okay, to promote these shitty ass brokerages to you, the consumer, the client, the trader. I'm not going to do that shit. I'd rather take less pay and know that I'm doing something good and that I can live with and go to sleep with, and something that I have long-term, longevity and in with the brokerage. I want to know, like, and trust the people I'm working with. I personally know the owners of our brokerage. I'm not gonna go anywhere else. I'm not gonna even try to go anywhere else because nobody's adding up. Nobody's better. I don't care about how much they want to pay me. I don't care about how much they offer me. I don't give a fuck. It's not about the money. It's about the reputation. It's about the longevity. It's about you having the best experience, me having the best experience, me knowing my money's safe, me knowing I can get a deposit, me knowing there's growth happening, me knowing it's not just a driven by greedy affiliates kind of brokerage. Okay? And that's why you see these different people in the trading industry go from one brokerage to the next brokerage, to the next brokerage, to the next brokerage. Why? Because it's just another paycheck for them. It's just another payday. That's it. That's all it is, okay? I'm not looking for a payday. I'm looking for longevity. I'm looking to build reputation and to actually trade on a brokerage I fucking believe in. Not just, oh, you're going to pay me the most, so I'm going to come over to you. But look at your website. It looks like shit. Look at your trading platform. All my traders and students hate it. I myself hate it. But you know what? You're paying me $20,000 a month, so I'm going to fucking come over here and promote it. No, I'm not doing that shit. I want to know the brokerage. I want to know the guys there. I want to know the owners. I want to have a real relationship. I want to have longevity in it. I want to know that they're taking care of their people. That's what I want to know. I want to know they're taking care of me. Right? My money's safe. I can actually trade. I don't get stopped out or bullshit trades or all this bullshit, all these crazy spreads or commissions or fees. That's another thing. With withdrawals, there's fees with withdrawals on every brokerage. Some of these brokerages charge enormous amounts compared to other brokerages. So that's another thing to keep in mind. We don't do that shit. So again, we're driven by traders loving it. We're not driven by greedy affiliates. Okay? So all this stuff in here is things to consider. If you want to get on a brokerage that is real, if you want to get on a brokerage, let's get rid of that. If you want to get on a brokerage that's real, that actually has real traders, that actually gives payouts, that actually is trustworthy, that actually gives you 1 to 1,000 leverage, that actually gives you a 100% deposit bonus where you only have to trade 10% of the account size initial deposit in lots up to $20,000. So that means if you deposit $1,000, you only have to trade, and you're going to be trading on $2,000 because we're going to match that at 100%. And then you're just going to have to trade 10% of that original deposit of $1,000 in lots. So you're only going to have to trade 100 lots on that, and you can withdraw the full amount. A lot of brokerages are like, oh, you have to trade 100% in lots, or you have to trade, you have to double or triple or quadruple the account or some bullshit like that, and then you never get your money because it's impossible rules that you have to follow in order to actually withdraw your deposit bonus. So with that being said, if you want a brokerage that's real, if you want a brokerage that has integrity, that has longevity, that isn't just giving out crazy affiliate deals to get people on it, that actually has all the best platforms, the deposit bonus, the #1 on Trade Locker, getting regulation actually within the next few weeks actually, 1 to 1,000 leverage, true raw spreads, and the lowest commissions on those true raw spread accounts. Another thing I want you to keep in mind is when they pay these greedy affiliates more, they're charging you, the consumer, you, the client, you, the trader, in order to pay these greedy affiliates more money. Okay? So keep that in mind. It doesn't come for free just because, oh, Johnny Boy said so, and Johnny Boy's my favorite trader. Yay! I'm going to go with his link, and I'm going to go on his brokerage. It's just a check for him. Okay? I need you to understand that. It's a check for him. They don't give a fuck. They don't actually care. I'm also going to be your back-end support when you sign up through my link, my brokerage. I'm your back-end support. Okay, so I'm going to be there, whether it's Instagram DMs or Telegram or here on YouTube or wherever you need help, contact me if you need any help. I'm pretty certain you won't need any help because it's pretty straightforward and pretty easy, and everything's very simple, and there's no problems with withdrawals, and the website is beautiful, and the trading conditions are amazing and the best in the industry, literally the best on the planet. So with that being said, if you want the brokerage, if you want a great brokerage, either comment brokerage, DM me on Instagram, go to my link, the link tree in my bio on the YouTube here, tap that, you'll see the brokerage I recommend. You sign up through there, sign up through that link. I do a bunch of giveaways to all the people that sign up under there. I do $100 giveaways, $1,000 giveaways, a month of free signals here and there, mentorship session giveaways all the time. So with that being said, sign up with a brokerage that you can know, like, and trust, that you have somebody in the back end right here telling you to your face the difference between the bullshit and the truth. Okay? So with that being said, sign up. Let me know if you have any questions. Tap the link in the bio or tap the link down below. I'll link the actual link tree there or the direct sign up link below. And see you guys on the other side. I hope this helps somebody. I hope you guys got some value out of this. I hope you learned a little bit more about brokerages and how they work. And yeah, peace out, guys. Take care.